Welcome back to Redneck's Dirty Hands. I'm Pete, and today we're spring cleaning. The price of scrap is up, and that means a lot of this crap's got to go. The yard's getting pretty plugged up with a bunch of junk, so yeah, I think it's time to turn that stuff around and turn it into some cash. As you can see, the yard is a little cluttered. We got some old derby cars we got to get rid of. They're all smashed and junk, so there's no point in hanging on to them. We got a few old trailers. The SRX, that's not scrap. That's a sweetie. That we're keeping that. Darren's Apex, we're not getting rid of that. But a lot of this other stuff, you know, yeah, I think it's time to go. We got to clean this yard up. I want to make some room, get some trails and parking going on for our other projects. You know, we got old handy bus back there, old tow truck back there. Might get rid of that stuff. All the crap we've been collecting over the years. Just jammed it all in the trailer. This is going to be a real treat going down the highway. Hope MTO is having a bit of a holiday today. McLeansky gave me a hand. We just jammed all this crap in here, but that might be a bit of a problem right there. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to find... Ooh, nice tailgate. Mint GMC S15 or S10 old school tailgate. Anybody needs one? Let me know. Yeah. Guess we're gonna have to find some tires. Old plow Jeep. That thing's seen better days, but who knows? Maybe it still runs. Might stick around with that one day. But I mean, everywhere you look, that's our old pig roaster there. That hasn't been used in a long time. Neither has that lawnmower. Yeah, we got a lot of cleaning up to do. Most of these old derby cars got no wheels or nothing on them, so McLeansky lent me his tractor. I've been dragging them all the way from out back. They've been sitting for a little while. I mean, trees have been growing through them. There's a tree growing out of that one. Yeah, I don't think the scrapyard's gonna pay me for the wood there. That's a Ford there. I think that's a Ford F350. Take the old do-wall. Do a little lumber extraction from this sucker. Timber! I don't know what's wrong with this car. Seems like it wouldn't run. Nice one. I'm not sure how many years that was sitting back there. Maybe try counting the rings on that sucker and see. I'm out back with McLeansky's tractor. This is where all those other derby cars were parked for years and years, like at least, I want to say 10, 15 years or so. And all the trees were growing up through them. A bit of a bugger to get out, but we're getting there. There's a Crown Vic body back in there. We got to drag that out, clean up. So, yeah, I think we're just going to smash a hole in the window, wrap a chain through the doorpost there, and see if this sucker will yank out of there. Yeah, there ain't much to grab onto. This is just the body. There's no frame or nothing. So I guess what we probably should do is make a little access hole. Nice. And then one more should do it. Oh, there you go. Oh, this thing's mint, just needs a wash. Okay. I got the chain strung through there, got her tied to the back of the tractor. Not really sure how this is gonna go, but tally-ho! Come on, baby! Oh, it's moving. It's kind of moving the wrong way. It's flipping right over, but hey, carry on. When in doubt, throttle out, baby. Somebody need a boat. Grading the roadway at the same time. Alright, making some progress. We got the Crown Vic body out of there. Apparently, I have a car dolly. I totally forgot. I didn't even really remember this was back here, so I'll have to get that yanked out. And then, yeah, clearing out all this stuff. It's amazing what you find. There's a mini bike back here. I forgot this was here. I don't even know how this ended up back here, but it's an old Kawasaki mini bike. Just laying back here. This, I believe, was Scooter's. He brought it over years ago for us to fart around with. Let me... Oh, yeah. Come here, you. Ugh. Look at this sweetie. Look at the handlebars on there. This is like the old Hondas, but we had it running years ago, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why it ended up back here. Is this sucker stuck? Oh. Oh. This thing has been back here for years and it's not seized. Oh, I think we're going to have to take that back up to the shop and, yeah, we can't throw this out. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Should I try and get this sucker running? Ow. There we go. Threw her in the back of the Cushman here. Fixing this one for golf course down the road. Not the one beside us, but one down towards Lindsay, I guess. Wolf Run. Get this sucker up and going. Little diesel thing. This thing's a tank. It's a 4-speed manual transmission in this thing with the 3-cylinder diesel. Real sweetie. Power dump box. So it's going to be easy to unload that. I'll just take it up to shop, dump her out. Alright, well, I got a bunch of the old derby cars pulled out from the back. You know, I got them all stacked up in the scrap area. Even cut the tree out of that one that was growing there for God knows how long. But we kind of had to stop because we got like a tornado. I've never seen weather like this. We've lived here for like 36 or 37 years. But yeah, this was crazy. They won't confirm it for our area that it was a tornado, but Uxbridge, they say it was like an F2 or whatever. I'm pretty sure everybody that lives in Uxbridge is thinking more like it was an FU because it's pretty bad. Like we got a tree snap there. You know, that tree should be standing straight up. She's leaning. The birch one back there, and the roadway to the back is littered with trees. Same thing over at McLeanski's. Like 30 plus trees down in his driveway. Ripped the hydro lines right off his house. So yeah, we got a bit of a cleanup to do. Here's the pathway going from our backyard over to McLeanski's. Look at those trees all down. A whole patch of them growing together, just right uprooted. We'll just give her right over these trees. We're in for a bite. Oh yeah, look at that. It's an easy way to pick worms. Just go right where the tree's uprooted. Holy jeez. Like everywhere you go behind our place and Ian's, like those are all uprooted, laying sideways. All the ones back in there are, you know. Same over here. Like we got a lot of cedar and spruce all around where we are, and they got shallow root structures, just rips them right out of the ground. But yeah, no shortage of trees down. Trying to make my way over to McLeanski's, couldn't make it through with all the trees down. The whole driveway's covered, and those right there, that's what gives power to your house, isn't it?
It did.
Not anymore. See if we got spark. Go grab a hold of that. You'll do it on the little buggy, but you won't do it on that, eh? What a storm.
That was something else.
Oh yeah, McLeanski's got no power. There's the end of the one. The other one's coiled up over there. How brave are you? You grab it? You don't have a generator going, do you? All right, now let's see you go do it with that end over there. One good thing is the price of copper and all that's up, so I'd be coiling that all up and sticking it in the back of your truck before hydro gets here. Here is just a small pile of what McLeanski and I cut out of his driveway and drug into the compound here. Like, yeah, there's quite a bit of firewood here, boys. McLeanski and he was running his tractor. I was ripping the Viking, just tugging these bad boys right out of his driveway and wheeling them back here. But I mean, it's not just one or two. There's more than a few here. I mean, look at all that. Like, and this is just one pile that we've cut down and moved. There's a ton of firewood in here. We'll probably buck a lot of that up and get that split for firewood for Ian for the winter time. But man, if we lit this thing up, she'd be one heck of a bonfire. You know, bring your beer, bring your marshmallows. This one, you'd probably see it from the moon. She's a big one. There's another one uprooted. We were running out of room in the other laneway down in there to stack all the trees, so we had to put a bunch over here. Like, there's just no end. But on the bright side for McLeanski, a local fella from Colburn or something like that, he came and restrung the hydro lines for McLeanski there. So at least whenever hydro gets the power back up, he's hooked back up, man. Trees are just down everywhere. But the good thing about the Viking is you just run them over. More firewood. This is where we come back, hang out, have a little fire and do some target practice shooting, and had to drag a bunch of the trees back in here too. We're running out of room, man. Oh yeah, looks like the watchtower, the big old tree stand, lost all the wood off of that. That's probably in Peterborough somewhere now. Holy. Here's one trail we usually use to get out back to the hydro lines. Little one down there. Oh yeah. That one's I'm not going to be driving over top of that one right now. Might be able to get around her though up there. Like, look at the size of that tree. That is a massive tree. And it just ripped her right out of the ground. The root structure is so small and shallow, I guess. Another cedar laying down way through there. Another big one way up there. She gone. That one snapped off right halfway. I mean, should be going into the firewood business now, I guess. Either that or get a sawmill, start making 2x4s. Everybody knows what the prices of lumber is right these days. Like, it's hard to believe, or I don't know if you can see it, but almost every single tree down in here, those ones are all half uprooted and leaning. Another huge one ripped right out of the ground there. And same thing with all the trees down in there. They're all leaning, like a huge clump. Those are all leaning. Nobody cut those down. That was the wind, not a tornado. Yeah, right. If you ever wondered what the underside of a tree looks like, there you go, right there. Like, and that is way taller than me. Like, it goes way up there. So, yeah, not small trees coming down here. There's the other end of it carrying on way down there. Wow. This is basically what the whole side of our trail going out back looks like. I mean, huge patch of trees all together. That's good topsoil right there, though, if anybody needs some. Well, but I mean, we got pretty lucky. Nothing got damaged around the shop or the house or anything like that. But as you can see, we got no hydro, we got no phones, we got no internet service. Even our cell phones weren't working, the towers were down, all that stuff. So, you know, to say that the trees were the only thing down aren't the only thing. We've been down in a lot of those too, because you work hard, you play hard, right? A lot of trees to cut down, a lot of elbows to tip, right? So yeah, just like our local government, that sucker, not working. But Connor's dad, Mike, let me borrow his champion there, or as I like to call it, Forrest Gump's sweetheart, Jenny. So that's a 31 inverter, runs pretty quiet, and I got that plugged in. I had no idea that you could backfeed your house to shut the main breaker off. Got a cord with 2 male ends on it. Got it plugged into a test box in there. You shut your main breaker to the panel of your house off, shut all your breakers down, fire that sucker up, and just start turning on certain things. That way you get some lights. You know, my fridge is working in there. I don't have extension cords wrapped all around your ankles, all through the doors or nothing. So yeah, that's pretty handy. Thanks, Mike. But yeah, to say it was a pretty shitty day in southern Ontario is an understatement. But at least Our beauty roof is still there. It didn't blow off, but you know, a lot of people are down and out. A lot of buildings got smashed. A lot of damage. No hydro almost everywhere. You know, so you know, it's good to help out the community. We were helping Leon. A bunch of trees fell down over at his place. He had a transformer right in front of his house and all that. His kid's playground was totally smashed and demolished. So, you know, we've been helping everybody out. Hopefully everybody's safe. And unfortunately, we won't be able to film or upload any videos right away because we got no hydro, we got no power, we got nothing, you know. So we're just kind of taking it easy, clearing some wood, drinking some beers, and hoping everybody's okay. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I was planning to do a few other things, but Mother Nature had a different idea. So, you know, as always, subscribe if you're not, you know. Hopefully we'll get back to doing regular content again. But as always, thanks for tuning in, and take her easy.